Hey girls, so today I'm going to show you how to make a head wrap with the flower bloom centerpiece. Most of you know I always pre-cut my fabric, so this one is 5 inches wide by 40 inches long. This one is 17 inches long by 5 inches wide. You're going to need a needle and a thread, and that's all you're going to need. A glue gun, a glue stick, and these little felt circles right here. So this one is the 17-inch long one. All you're going to do is put the edges together just like that, and you're going to sew a straight stitch right along there. So just grab your needle and thread and start stitching. And I am using upholstery thread. I bought mine from Walmart. So just like that, I'm going to pull my thread through and pull it tight, and I'm going to hold it as tight as possible, and then just re-enter that needle back in. And I'm just going to do it one more time just to make sure it's secured. Just like that. And I'm going to re-knot my thread, and I double knot mine. So now you're going to have a head wrap just like this. This is what it's going to look like. Now I'm going to grab my long strand, and you're going to fold it in half, just like that. Now what you're going to want to do, and you're going to want to make sure your thread is pretty long, you're going to do a straight stitch all at the bottom right here, all the way to the very end. If you want, you can use pins to make sure that it doesn't move out of place. I'm going to be using these little clips. I purchased them off of Amazon a while back, and I love them better than the pins. Now I'm going to get my needle and thread, and I'm just going to sew all the way to the end. I'm doing a straight stitch. If you want your bloom to be bigger, I would recommend doing a wider width. This one is a 5-inch. I cut it 5-inch, but you can do it bigger. It's just all preference. This is the thing that's most time consuming right here. And this one is, the fabric that I'm using, it is bullet fabric. I purchased from Fabric Universe. Once I'm done, I will be posting all the links in the description below. We're almost through. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to scrunch it as much as you can. And hold it and then just knot it. Next, you are going to need your glue gun, and you're just going to start gluing it. And I'm just going to show you how I want mine to look. It's going to make it, that's why I called it like a little bloom. So I'm going to add glue right in here. I'm just going to hold that for a little bit. And then I'm going to add a little bit more. I'm going to give it a little bit to cool down, just so that way I can start working with it. And if you did notice, I did leave my needle and thread attached to it because I love to secure my head wraps. So now I'm just going to add glue right along here and just keep on wrapping it just like that. I'm gonna hold it. And keep on wrapping. If you want a fuller bloom, I would suggest making your strip longer. Or instead of doing it the way I did it, where I folded it in half, you can cut it down the middle and have 2 strips and just sew that part. I'll show you what I mean here in a minute. So this is the end. Gonna give it a little bit to cool down. And just to secure all of this, I'm going to use a felt circle and glue it on. Just like that. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add more glue right here, and then I'm going to attach it to my headband. Place it right in the center, hold it down. And on here where it's the end, I'm just going to attach a little bit of glue in the inside, and then I'm going to glue it to the other side as well. You can also use fabric glue, and I'm just going to attach it right there. And then here's your needle and your thread. I'm just going to, some of this is coming up, so I'm gonna add more hot glue right there. And hold it down. So with your needle and thread, I'm just gonna pass it through. Just like that. And then right here where we sewed it, I'm just going to pass it through and then tie it off. And as you can tell, when you sewed it, it left it a little bit bulky. I would suggest using another felt circle, adding glue, and putting it down right there so that way it doesn't irritate the child's head. Just like that. And there you go. I'll be making another video for one that it seems more fuller. This one is a little bit more open. And it's a little bit more bulkier. And the bow, the little flower bloom on this measures right around 5 inches. So hopefully this helps some of you. Thank you for watching.